Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Yolk'd. I'm Steve.
And I'm Paul. And today we have lots of tech news to talk about, but first I'm going to initiate a quick challenge here between you and I, Steve.
Do it, man.
I don't know if the folks at home are aware of the amount of computers that you keep in your apartment just on the off chance that somebody might come by and want to play video games. So can you list them off for us real quick here?
You just really got real on the Yolk'd just now with people.
I'm just trying to initiate some sort of controversy here.
Okay, all right, so let's see. My main gaming system, I've got one, and then I have the gaming system my wife typically would use. Then I have the one for my friends that come over, and I have the one for my TV that's also a gaming system.
Okay.
I think those are the main gaming systems.
So you got four?
Four.
Four. All right, so I have my main gaming system. I have my wife's gaming system, also a workstation. I have my test bed out in the garage. And then I also have the 3770K base system that I've been using to test the CPU coolers and that sort of thing. And to add that with all my laptops, and I think I win.
I have two laptops.
I win.
If you saw our Titanfall launch party this past Tuesday on Twitch, you will have seen that we were playing on all MSI gaming laptops. What was inside those gaming laptops we couldn't say then, but we can definitely tell you now that they were sporting the new family of Nvidia mobile GPUs. The lower bracket of the 800M line uses the Maxwell architecture, while the higher-end GPUs feature Kepler. The laptops we were using had the 880M inside, which should provide a significant improvement in power, enough to run graphic-intensive games at 1080p on ultra settings. In addition, the new mobile GPUs feature a battery boost option that allows you to pick less intensive visual settings to conserve your battery power. You can do that on your own for each game, of course, but the new option allows you to select it once and then forget about it. While we're on the subject of Titanfall, now that it's been released, are any of you playing? Were you even able to play at all after the Xbox Live servers crashed? One thing we're pretty sure about though, however much you were enjoying it, you'll never match up to Joanne's level of enthusiasm while playing.
Wait, what's going on? Why can't I embark on this? Oh my God, what just happened? I am not sure.
What's the biggest thing that you've ever had go missing? A sweater? Your dog? Your car after a crazy night out? How about an airplane with 227 people on it? You'd think that would show up on the radar somewhere, right? Well, it's been 6 days now and there's been no sign of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. It simply disappeared in the skies with no warnings or distress signals. The Boeing 777 aircraft was headed towards Beijing, and a massive search is ongoing with no results thus far. Thankfully, terrorism isn't a likely answer. Apparently, it's fairly common for airline staff to not radio for help during a crisis. I mean, just think of all the terrified phone calls that get through to the 911 dispatch. Many of those are barely coherent. It's often a small miracle even to get to the phone at all, much less dial the numbers. Though the sad reality is that Flight 370 most likely has crashed, that answer isn't satisfactory either. The plane had been recently maintained, took off in good weather, and was on a route that the pilot knew well. A pilot who had garnered a reputation for being a master of his craft. Plus, no debris has been sighted along the flight path. So whatever happened to Flight 370, we hope that the answers will come soon, for the sake of the passengers aboard as well as their families.
Okay, and on to the next segment of Take My Money. And what are we going to be doing today? A little bit of dancing. I love the music. Let's get into it, Paul. Yeah.
Yeah, Steve, I think maybe as much as I like the music as well, as much as the next person, we've been hearing from our fans, it's getting a little played out.
Really?
So maybe we should diversify a little bit, kind of think of something else to do in this segment.
I should change my ringtone then because it's the same song.
I'll have to do that too. But any ideas? What should we do?
None.
Like?
Absolutely, dude. I'm zeroing out on this one.
All right, well, I just so happen to have a DIY combo right here. And we're going to go ahead and share it with you guys. It's a DIY combo. It's available right now at Newegg.com, so go ahead and click the link in the description. This is the Carbide MSX Series Super Combo. It comes in at just under $1,000 on Newegg.com. The case is a Corsair Carbide Series 500R. Motherboard is an Asus Z87A. The video card is an Asus GTX 760 DirectCU 2. The power supply is a Corsair CXM Series 750 watt. Processor is an Intel Core i5 4670K Haswell. And for storage, you have an ADATA Premier Pro 128 gig SSD, as well as a Seagate Barracuda 1TB 7200 RPM hard drive, and for memory, G.Skill Ripjaw X Series 2x4GB kit. That's our DIY combo pick for this Yolk'd episode, and what do you think of this build, Steve?
I think it's a solid gaming PC, and it's under $1,000, so a little bit of room to grow too.
Very nice. Nicely balanced.
Are you a rich person with a lot of money to spend? Are you tired of people thinking you're a douche as you zoom past in your Beamer or Audi? Well, if you've been meaning to change the image your car is projecting, then a Tesla Model S might be right for you. The Model S is sleek, powerful, and runs entirely on electricity. They're so popular that people can't get their hands on them fast enough. When they were first introduced, there was a 2-year waiting list. And well, if you live in Arizona, Texas, and now New Jersey, you might not even be able to get one at all. Tesla exclusively sells their cars directly to customers, cutting out the middleman of dealerships altogether. Their reasoning is not just for money, though I'm sure that plays a major factor as well. Tesla says that having full control over the buying experience allows them to correctly educate new buyers on their new electric vehicle. However, Governor Chris Christie's administration has passed an amendment that would force Tesla to use dealerships if they wanted to get new customers in New Jersey. I'm guessing that the dealerships were upset that they're not getting a buzz from Tesla's coil, since the lowest retail price for a Model S is $70,000. I wouldn't be surprised if some dirty politics are involved in this, because remember, the needs of the corporate business matter most, unless one business has a better lobbyist than yours.
Sometimes those of us at Newegg TV forget that there are people in our audience who don't remember a life without the internet. Don't worry, it wasn't that great. We actually had to write down directions on a piece of paper. Or worse, actually ask someone for directions. And we all know how human interaction is tantamount to wasted time and resources. And phone books, well, they just serve as giant paperweights now, but I remember a time when I actually had to open it up and search for something. It was last week. The internet was down. We should all take a moment to remember what it was like before we could summon cat pictures, viral memes, and Wikipedia articles whenever we wanted them. Yesterday was the 25th birthday of the World Wide Web, and its creator has more than a few words to say about its future. Sir Tim Berners-Lee suggests that we should consider drafting a Bill of Rights for the internet. He thinks we can no longer just expect the internet to remain free and open, we're going to have to fight for it. With legislation, of course, not bombs or DDoS attacks. Taking into account all the recent drama over net neutrality, I think he's probably right. So happy birthday, Internet. We're hoping your ascent into full adulthood doesn't come with a ball and chain attached.
And ordered.
Ordered? What? You're ordering something while we're doing Yolk'd?
Yeah, actually I bought that combo because, you know.
The DIY combo?
Yeah. Now I can have one extra system and one-up you in this little competition you made up.
Damn you, Steve. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Yolk'd. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm going to go home and build another computer so that I can also stay on top of Steve when it comes to the number of computers we have at home race.
All right. Thanks again for watching, guys. You've just been Yolk'd. It's like a wiggling neck movement. All right, everybody, you ready for some Take My Money? It's my Kyle dance.
That's pretty good, Steve.